Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today we're exploring, well, a pretty ambitious vision. It's aimed at revitalizing local communities and maybe even the American dream itself. For so many small businesses, local economies, the rise of big, centralized players, think huge online stores, massive chains. It's been tough. It can really isolate entrepreneurs. So our source material for this deep dive, it comes from Mike Hayes.
Ah, yes, Mike Hayes. Quite a background there.
Right, a two-time Peabody Award-winning researcher and documentarian. And he's got this long history in media, really focused on empowering what he calls American dream creators.
And he's the visionary behind the Great Discovery AI Super Campus podcast library.
Exactly. So our mission today is really to unpack Mike's big idea, this business networking AI super campus.
It sounds complex, but the core is interesting.
Yeah, we want to explore how he imagines using, cutting-edge tech alongside a real sense of community spirit.
Kind of bridging the old and the new.
Right, to level the playing field for small businesses and maybe push back against some of those negative, isolating effects of centralization we mentioned.
So get ready for a mix of things.
Definitely. Think old school community values, the latest AI stuff, and this really inspiring motto he uses, love local.
What's really insightful, I think, is how Mike tackles that challenge the over-centralization issue head on.
How so?
Well, he sees this AI super campus idea not just as like a piece of software, but more as a dynamic, almost like a podcast listening PDF education on the go.
Okay, education on the go. I like that,
And
like a mobile learning tool.
exactly. A mobile learning and networking resource. The whole goal is to empower local business owners. Maybe they need more foot traffic in their shop. Maybe they're trying to grow an online business. And this is meant to help them push back against those big pressures by actually building stronger local connections.
That mobile learning part sounds super practical, especially for busy entrepreneurs.
Right.
And Mike's approach, it seems like it really emphasizes these networking events that embody that love local motto.
Yeah.
He even mentions his own town's motto, Love Lafayette.
Yeah, bringing it right down to the community level.
So how does this business networking AI super campus actually work? How does it teach and help facilitate this community-focused networking?
Okay, so it starts at something he calls gamification, but applied to networking.
Gamification, like points and badges.
Not quite like that. Imagine more like a structured short-form session. Think roundtable speed networking.
Okay.
Business names, quick stories, contact info shared really fast. The game part is just encouraging people to be super concise, really impactful in a short time.
Got it. Keeps things moving.
Exactly. Then a key leader, like Mike himself perhaps, records the audio of these sessions, these often engaging, little stories people share.
Ah, so you capture it. It doesn't just disappear after the meeting.
Precisely. It makes that fleeting networking moment into something, well, more tangible.
Okay, so you've got these recorded stories from the gamified speed networking. Now, this is where the tech really starts to connect things up and amplify those local connections, right?
Yeah.
How does the AI actually come in? How does it turn these local chats into a bigger resource?
Right. This is where the AI co-host, as he puts it, becomes this really powerful engine.
AI co-host.
Yeah. So once a session's recorded, Mike's system uses AI to process that audio. And it's not just like hitting record. The AI uses advanced natural language processing. It transcribes the whole conversation.
Okay.
It figures out who is speaking when, and it actually extracts key details, business names, contact info, that sort of thing.
Wow. Automatically.
Automatically. And this structured data, it then gets shared online automatically as a podcast. Think titles like Unlimited Referrals on the Go or Blitz Referral, Blitz Networking.
So it takes live conversations and makes them accessible, searchable content online.
Exactly. And the AI can also whip up summaries, making that valuable contact info and the stories easy to access on the go. Great for people who couldn't make the event.
Right.
Or even just to promote the event and the attendees afterwards, hopefully generating more referrals.
That's actually a fascinating way to build this perpetual networking engine from just one event.
Yeah, it keeps the momentum going.
It sounds like it's really designed to democratize access to those networking insights. People can benefit even if they weren't physically there. And it's not just about the event itself, is it? I remember reading, he emphasizes something vital about the stages before and after the networking too.
Oh, absolutely. That's crucial in Mike's model, the follow-through.
Right.
The system is actually designed to help with checking in and following up. It sends out dedicated checking in and following up emails before, during, and after the event.
So it's teaching that habit.
Exactly. It teaches that crucial skill of consistent local follow-up, helping people genuinely get to know each other, build real relationships, and foster that sustained support for, both the local retail shops and the online businesses in the community.
So it's about consciously building that local trust, that relationship-driven commerce.
Yes. The kind of thing that can actually counter some of those damaging effects of, over-centralization.
Okay, so what does this all really mean for the individual business owner? Mike seems keen to elevate them beyond just being a content creator, a role so many small businesses feel pressured into these days.
Yeah, that's a big part of his message. His vision is for them to evolve into what he calls an American dream creator.
American dream creator.
Or, more broadly, just an entrepreneur who's actively building local prosperity, this whole podcast listening education thing, amplified by the AI Super Campus. The aim is to teach them over time how to really leverage these tools effectively to grow their local store, expand their online venture, maybe even reach global markets.
Global?
Sure.
From local networking?
Well, yeah. It's facilitated through his partner platform, that Great Discovery AI Super Campus podcast library for American dream creators we mentioned.
Okay.
The idea is these localized podcasts can be shared nationally, even globally. They can be translated into over 100 languages, and all someone needs to do is register for free with an email.
Wow.
So it really shows how local insights, local connections can potentially have this massive universal reach.
That's quite a scale for something rooted so deeply in the local community.
It is ambitious.
And the core idea, what he actually terms the Love Local, the Networking Revolution Toolkit, that's more than just a catchy name, isn't it? It feels like a foundational philosophy.
Oh, it absolutely is, yeah. And the subtitle kind of spells it out. A podcast listening guide to help you become an American dream creator in a post-centralized world.
Right. Framing its purpose clearly.
This Love Local guide, it's really about empowering, the business networkers, the local shop owners, the online solopreneurs, helping them reclaim that entrepreneurial spirit.
How?
Well, it details how through that gamified storytelling, the roundtable speed networking, the AI-powered podcasting, how they can document real referral connections and actually build community-driven business momentum. It's presented as a strategic framework for local economic revitalization.
So basically, every session becomes this kind of digital referral engine.
Pretty much, yeah.
Spotlighting attendees, amplifying the events, expanding visibility for everyone involved, whether they were actually there in person or maybe listening later from somewhere else entirely. It teaches you how to embrace local networking with, I guess, both heart and strategy, how to promote events using these short stories, and AI automation.
Right.
And, crucially, how to drive both foot traffic and web traffic by becoming what he calls a business dream creator.
And what really stands out to me as the ultimate takeaway, the core message that ties it all together, is that powerful call to action he has. It's time to stop being a content creator and start being a community creator.
That's a strong distinction.
It really is. It shifts the whole focus, doesn't it? Away from just individual content generation, which, let's face it, can feel like a solitary, endless task sometimes, towards collective community building.
Right.
Building something together for shared prosperity.
Okay, so let's recap. We've explored Mike Hayes' really powerful vision here, the Love Local, the Networking Revolution Toolkit, and how it's designed to help you, the listener, potentially become an American dream creator. From the engaging mechanics of gamified speed networking.
Right, the quick stories.
To the amplifying power of AI-driven podcasting. It's all about trying to reignite local economies by fostering these genuine connections, but then boosting them digitally.
Yeah, connecting and amplifying.
And it really underscores Mike's compelling message, the one you just mentioned. It's time to stop being a content creator and start being a community creator.
So here's a final thought to maybe leave you with. If it's true that over-centralization has kind of chipped away at the American dream, or at least local opportunity, by isolating businesses, what if the most potent counter-movement isn't just about individual grit, individual entrepreneurship? What if it's about intentionally, strategically building these digital referral engines out of local community gatherings?
Amplified globally by AI.
Exactly. Amplified globally by AI. How might really embracing this love local ethos, how might that redefine not just what business success looks like, but maybe the very fabric of our communities?